Hey everyone, I'm Amanda from Mandy Lynn Plans. Welcome back to my channel for another plan with me. This time we are going to be planning April 22nd to the 28th. So it is the last full week in April and I cannot believe that May is just around the corner. This week I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. I like to switch it up every once in a while. So I will be using a combination of everything that you see here. I'm hoping that it won't be too overwhelming to put together, but we'll see. So this is paper tape from Erin Condren. It's the matching pattern just with a navy and a white background. And then we have Beauty by Starlet stencils that I really enjoy using. And I will be using those with the mild liners here. And then I will be using some stickers from my shop as well. So April calendar, and then just a couple of these here, water tracker, and then check boxes. And that's it, except for script stickers. So let me go ahead and show you the inks that I have selected for you to choose between this week. So if you are new here, each week with my plan with me, I like to give you options for the inks that I'm going to put in my fountain pen to kind of go with this spread, just to give it a fun little change each week. So I have one colored option for you. This is Arginine Organic Studio. It's an orange. I do not have an orange mild liner, so I thought it might be fun to throw in orange. And then I have two neutrals for you. I have Lexington Gray and then this black that I have not tried yet. I got it as a random Surprise Me ink sample in my last Goulet Pens order. So go ahead and put which ink you would like me to use in the comments down below. So I have pre-planned here with my Erin Condren sticky notes as always, but I wanted to flip back and show you how this week has been going so far. So I haven't really been very good at using this sidebar. I'm actually going to be changing it up just a little bit this next week. All right, so we are going to start with the washi, and I think I want to use the darker navy for the top, and then I'll use the white down at the bottom where I do my checklists. I'm gonna go ahead and start all the way over, covering up that thick navy box. This is the perfect size to fit in between where the box is and then where this first grid space starts. So that is very happy. And I do prefer my washi to go all the way in case you are new. All right, so then I'm gonna go over here and place one of my April calendars down. I will probably use May next week, so that is fun. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do this sidebar. Now I'm not totally sure exactly what I'm gonna do, but I do know that I want some more of this washi, and then instead of my usual like Be Grateful and Meal ombre box, I think this is where I'm just gonna put my like a running to-do list. And so I'm going to use from my weekly sticker sheet page, I am going to use the This Week sticker. And it can be a various, I mean, it could really be anything, a to-do or a don't forget, or you know, anything like that. While I have this out, I am gonna go ahead and do the scripts up here just so that I don't forget. I am notorious for forgetting little things like this, so I want to be sure to get it when I think about it. So this week has been an interesting week for us. Last week my daughter was starting to get sick, and just a cold, nothing too extravagant or anything. She started with a low fever, and then it just kind of moved to her chest and her head. So nothing too super bad. But then she gave it to my husband, and my husband stayed home from work, I think Tuesday of this week. And the interesting thing was he actually had the same thing the week previous, and he never really got over it fully. It just kind of came back a little bit stronger, I guess. I'm not really sure. But what he's wondering is if it's actually a mono flare-up. We both got mono the week the week right after we got married. Neither one of us had had it before, and maybe not the week after. No, it wasn't the week after. It was, let's see, we got married at the end of May, and it was July, I believe, whenever we got it. So it wasn't the week after, but it was very soon after we got married. So that was a not so fun time. But anyway, he's wondering if it is a flare-up, because once you have mono, if you're not familiar, you never really get rid of it. It just kind of goes dormant until something brings it back. He's wondering if it's stress related. So anyway, that's what he's thinking that it is, more than just a cold. It doesn't come back quite as strongly as the first time. I mean, if you've ever had mono, you really literally, I mean, all we did that whole week was just lay around. That's all we did. We had no energy to do anything at all. It was miserable. So definitely not something that I would wish on anybody, for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this white washi in. I think I prefer the white washi to the navy, but it's fun having both so that they match, but they're not. It gives it a little bit of variation, but it's not too matchy-matchy. So I think I'm done with the washi, and I will go ahead and do the scripts down here. So I'm gonna start with laundry and to clean. And then let's do work. I love having my to-dos down here for the whole week. Just gives me a place to come. I need to start working out again consistently. I've been very on and off. I was so consistent. And then shortly after we got pregnant, I just didn't feel like it, and I have not been able to get back into it since. Bills. And I think I've mainly just used the pregnancy as an excuse, so that's not good. I'm gonna do a to-go this week, and then memories. Okay, so that is in, and I'm wondering if I should go ahead and do checklists along the side here too. I think I will. I'm gonna pull this back out. So besides the people in my family getting sick, not too much has been going on. I do have new releases coming out. I'm filming this on Thursday. New releases are coming out the day this goes live. I have lots and lots of new scripts. We have a weekly kit for the A6 supplement. If you use that, the weekly little tiny calendar that goes along with the A6, we do have those. We do not have them available in all of the designs. I wasn't able to get them done, but the June, May, and April designs. So I didn't go all the way back to March and April yet, but I plan on doing that eventually. I think I'm going to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm gonna do just in a rainbow. Here, what did I, 7 o'clock. But the washi was bigger, so I don't need quite that much. I'm gonna do it at 6 o'clock. So this is kind of a double purpose here. I am able to track my weather with these, my water intake with these, and then I put the weather above it, and so it kind of blocks off a nice space for me to be able to do that. I'm not always the best at remembering to check in on the weather, but I do like it whenever I remember. So these just fit in the 1 hour time slot. They are the same size as the skinny labels. So they just fit perfectly right in there. And I have not been very good with my water this pregnancy. I don't know how many of you have had multiple pregnancies. With my first daughter, so I've actually, this is my 4th pregnancy. I have 1 daughter, but we had miscarriages before we had my daughter. And so I think that partly due to that, I was very, very careful with my daughter, and I made sure that I did everything that I was supposed to do, which is fantastic. But I have not been as good with this one. And so that's been a little, I just haven't been quite as faithful to keep track of everything and do everything quite like I should. So I'm going to go ahead and just put in the things here that I need to do on Monday. So I'm a para, and then I have one of my schools. Actually, this is the last regularly scheduled practice day or school day for this school, and then we are done for the year. And actually, I told them that I would not be able to teach at this particular school next year. So this will be my last regular day of classes. I will still teach at my my main school. So anyway, I need to cut the things that I do not absolutely need to do, so that I can prioritize the things that I would really like to do. And that's really hard for me. I'm not normally very good at saying no to things. And so my husband has really been trying to encourage me to do that more often. And that is really hard for me. So for recycle, I'm just gonna put one of these little hanging flags. Oh, and I was gonna try and remember to tell you what colors I'm using. Okay, this is gold here. This one was vermilion. This one is green. I think this is smoke blue. I think I just got this set on Amazon. I'm not sure. It has 13. I'm not sure if they come in a pack of 13 or if I lost 1 or 2 along the way. I'm not sure. But I have 13 here. I'm not using the more fluorescent-y ones. I didn't really want to do that. So then I don't have quite as many things on Wednesday, but I am going to use the same color and the same boxes just so that they match, so that my brain can tell that it's the same. So there's that one, and then I need that smoke blue again. So this morning, instead of doing our normal library, we actually went to Chick-fil-A for their story time. And I did not realize, I think it's geared more towards like 3 and 4 year olds. My daughter is just a little too young, I think, for what they do over there. So they, you set the kids all on the rug, and then the moms all step back and watch. And she did really well for the first 2 stories. And then the 3rd story, she was not as much a fan. She was kind of over it and started standing up and touching all the other kids. Not, you know, meanly, just, you know, kind of touching their hair and things. And so it actually took me a while to be able to go get her because of all the moms watching and standing in front and everything. So that took a little bit. But actually what I did, I took her and we left. They had activities and things that they could have done that she could have participated in, but she's not quite old enough to be doing the kinds of things that they were doing. And so I just decided that we were gonna leave and we did. And I don't know that we will be back anytime soon. It was definitely more like preschool aged activities and things. And so I just think that we will probably wait another year or so. She's only a year and a half. And so, yeah, I think we'll just wait. Okay, and then Friday is payday. So I'm gonna do a similar thing that I did with recycle and just put one of those little flags. And I didn't put it at the same line, but that's okay. And then Friday night we have, with this school, we have our big end of the year shindig. And so that I'm gonna use the same color that I used for these and something big. Let's use this square edged one, and I'm not sure, I don't remember what time I will have to be there. That's the other thing with doing markers and stencils instead of stickers. I can't move them if it's wrong. I think that will probably be good. I don't think it should be too much later than 8. Okay, nothing Saturday yet. And then just a super simple Sunday. We're done with small group, we're done with choir. Not as I'm filming this. We still have our big cantata at Easter, but as I'm planning here, and so I need to play and sing that week, but that is it. I actually think that I want to use this fun little quote bubble here, and I think there's a color that I haven't used yet. This one is violet. This one I used before was magenta, and this one, have I used this one? No, I haven't. Let's use this one actually instead. This is blue-green. So I'm gonna use blue-green here. I need to be there about 8:30. This will be fun, a little quote bubble. So we have a busy, busy weekend coming up with Easter. We are traveling to both my husband's family for supper and also my family for lunch. So it will be very busy, very, very busy. But good. It's a good kind of busy. We enjoy spending time with family and we're glad that we are able to do it. But it does definitely make it not, you know, the relaxing holiday weekend that you kind of hope for, I guess. So there's those. Do I have a recycle? I don't think I do. No, I think on my monthly, I do. Do I have my monthly script back here? Do I? That's the question. This is kind of where I leave my leftovers? No. Okay, so this is actually kind of cheating, but this is leftover from the example picture that I did in June for the picture on the Etsy page. But there's recycle. And then I need, oh, so with this, library is normally at 9:30, but we actually are having a choir practice for this end of the year deal at 10. And so Hope and I are gonna go to the library early. It is the last day of library until summer. The lady who does the library story time is taking a break for May to get ready for summer. Summer is her busy, busy time. And so the kiddos get their books that they've been reading to take home, on the very last day. And so I'm gonna go early, and we can check out books and return books then, and then pick up her books that she will get to take home before we head out to the choir practice. So that painting is a little large. I should have scooched over the little flag, but that's okay. And then I realized I also forgot to put the weekend. Let's put the weekend down here. Actually, you know what I think I want to do first? Stephanie has this long deal. I think I'm going to use that purple that I haven't used yet, this violet. And I am going to stencil in this big rectangle and then have weekend peeking over it, I think. Just to kind of help it stand out a little bit. Okay, cool. I have not used my mild liners as much as I would like. I definitely wish that I remembered to use them more because I like them a lot. They're really fun. Okay, so the end of the year event, and then church. And I think, oh, you know what? I forgot to put a box for Awana. So let me go ahead and do that. This is the last Awana. The next week we will still have it, but it's the awards ceremony. And so I do not have, it's not gonna be quite as big of a part, I guess, for me. I will just be sitting in the pews making sure the kiddos, you know, aren't too rambunctious. If it's possible for 2- and 3-year-olds to not be rambunctious during an hour-long program. We'll see. Okay, so I think with that, that is all that I am going to go ahead and do today. So make sure that you vote for the ink color that you would like to see me use with this, and I'll go ahead and pull them out again so you can see it with the whole thing. Here is the orange color, the black, and the gray. So go ahead and vote for which you would like me to use in my spread this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.